It's showtime, bitch.
Ready or not, here I come.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Chris Watches and Talks Movies. I'm Chris, and welcome to today's watch party of Passenger from 2026. Definitely excited to watch this one again. I haven't watched this since I did see it in theater. I probably will say I probably did enjoy this a lot more than most. I had a fun time with it. It probably ain't going to reach my top 10 of 2026. But like I said, I had a fun time with it. Opening was awesome. Had a great time with that. It's probably one of the best. Probably if I were to do like a re-ranking on like top 10 like horror openings, I think this one would definitely make it for sure. So with that said, there is a movie room available. If you do want to jump in there, you can watch this movie along with me. It will ask you for a camera and a microphone though, and just push that block button, and then you will be able to watch this. We'll ask for a block button, but you can just push that decline button, and then you will be able to watch this movie along with me. If you do happen to have like one device, whether it be like an iPad or a Samsung tablet or whatever type of tablet you have, if you download Firefox, if you are not using that as a browser, you can actually split your browser into two windows, and then you will be able to watch this movie along with me, and you will be able to follow along the stream, and obviously you will be able to interact and talk with me in the comments. So with that said, let's get started with the film. 3, 2, 1, play. All right, movie's just started. The Paramount logo is the stars are going across the lake like they normally do. And like always, I will get this synced up so I can bring it up on the screen every now and then. So if you are watching the replay, you can see that we're sort of in the same spot if you do choose to watch the stream and watch this movie in your own time. So just so music behind it already is eerie. One thing I will say about this is I wish when they did do the initial like teaser trailer, I wish this wasn't in there. No, you're not. You're not a camel. Yeah, we used to have this road that we used to be able to drive down, like when I was younger, like when I first had my license. And it used to get so foggy down there at night time. It kind of reminded me of this. You know, you got the trees on both sides. Obviously, it's a long straight road. It didn't have the continuous yellow lines down the middle, but yeah, if I could drive all the way down that road now, like I used to be able to, because half of it's blocked off now. This is exactly where where I would be thinking about from this movie. Bro, I'm a camel. Camel my ass. That's right. That would certainly piss me off, though. You're driving along the road, and obviously you get out and take a piss on the fucking road, and then your buddy, obviously it's not his friend now, but his friend would be bloody beeping at him. I'd fucking walk back to the car and piss on my friend. So I'm guessing with the back seat open, he was sitting here with he was sitting there already. I love how it's got the claws on the boot or the trunk of the car. That'd be annoying as hell, that fucking horn just honking. He must want to. I just noticed that he's got one of those bobblehead dogs on his car. He goes, yeah, I so would have just buddy started driving. This is kind of one thing though. It did irritate me in the theater watching this. When you knew sort of something was going to happen, it had that sort of that paranormal sort of, and paranormal activity, how something was always going to happen, and it had that sort of that music that wasn't like music, sort of like that ominous sort of tone playing. I wish they didn't do that in this movie. There goes his friend straight through the windshield. He's like, where the fuck did he go? Yeah, start driving. Daniel's dead. Now the car won't start. I love this part in a minute, how he's driving, then he sees that thing on the side of the road, and it just looks back at him, and then he keeps driving, and it just keeps happening. Just the way he like looks at him, like fully stares at him as he drives past. Passenger. Yeah, I do like how like when this couple here starts driving and stuff, like when they get out into the obviously the sticks out in the back roads. Obviously, they go back to the opening where you see him with him, we see him driving. Yeah, I don't know if I could live van life for a long time anyway. It'd be like camping for a while, and then it'll just get. I think it'll just get boring. I think after a while. The Mercedes Sprinter van. That's what we use for our ambulances here in Australia. I can see we do have 3 people watching. If you do want to, you can click on that link and you can watch this movie along with me. It will ask for a camera and microphone. But then you can just push that block button and then you will be able to watch this movie along with me. Thanks for being here. I do appreciate it. Sweet Christopher. I do like the colour of the van in this though. In the Spencer van. So that's one part I didn't get with this. You know, they were stuck in traffic and they couldn't they possibly couldn't stay in the place they went to stay at. But they're staying in a van in front of someone's house. Why didn't they just stay out on the freeway, and then when it got quieter, then just pull over on the side of the road and stay there? Cheers. Cheers, big ears. Yeah, so you can already tell she doesn't like living out on the road, but he does. One thing I will say though is hopefully the lead actor here, he comes back for the next Bad Boys. If you have just joined me, there is a movie room available. If you do want to jump in there and you can watch this movie along with me, it will ask for a camera and microphone. You can just push that block button, and then you will be able to watch this movie along with me. Damn cops. Another thing cops don't do in Australia, that if you are parked in a residential area out the front on the road, they don't tell you to move on. Also, neighborhood watch there, but nobody would do anything. Yes. Will you marry me? Yeah. Book it. You'll be passenger princess. Oh, the road warrior. I think this is the part where the opening comes into it, I think. Yeah, don't worry about getting your ring now. It'll still be there when you stop the car. Hey Russell, how are you? Thanks for dropping in. Oh, so this part here would be after they cut when we go back to them in the apartment. Now he crashed the car. We all know why. Russell, have you seen this movie before? Keep at it, Russell. You'll get there. Russell saying this movie didn't interest him when he saw the trailer. Fair enough. It's just him. Ouch. See, I love that ominous sort of tone though, that and the fact that she can hear someone walking around in the woods. Yeah, I can certainly have seen that. There's always been a thing anyway where don't stop in the middle, don't stop in the like out in the, don't stop out anywhere like in the out in the fucking woods and stuff. Kind of like what we have out in Australia. Don't stop your car, don't stop out in the outback. Just keep driving. Stop in the outback in Australia, you might get the old Wolf Creek done to you. Might run into Mick Taylor. Yeah, I'm actually doing them in October, Russell. What the bloody hell are you doing out here? That's for ruining my fucking truck. Maybe when I'm doing those movies, maybe I can wear my Freddy hat. Absolutely, Russell. It's supposed to be a serious movie, but he's still got those funny lines and that in it. Who are you? See, now you stop. Now the things are. Now the thing is after you now. That would be an interesting casting choice, as Freddie Russell. I've forgotten how old he is. John Jarrett. John Jarrett is 74 years old. I did think of someone else yesterday who probably might be good to play Freddy Krueger. I just need to remember what his name is. It's something Smith. It's something Smith. Last Night in Soho. Yeah, Matt Smith. I reckon Matt Smith would play a good Freddy. What would you think of that one, Russell? Because I know you're into like what's the TV show you've been watching? Not Lord of the Rings. Fucking the one that just finished. I need to rewatch that again, Russell. I've only seen it the once. I do own it though. Maybe if I have some space, maybe I might do that in October for Horror Month. I remember the ending though. I mean, the ending was certainly a surprise. I remember that. Russell saying Lucky was good. I still need to get the latest episode ready for me to for when it's finished, Russell. Same with Charades. I need to get Charades. I need to get that too. Well, I think this week was if I'm not mistaken, I think this week was a double episode 2 of that. And then next week it goes to a single. I may be wrong on that one, but I swear it was double, then the rest was single. All the missing people. Well, if it's Taylor Sheridan, Russell, it's got to be good. Melissa Leo. Melissa Leo from was she in Prisoners, and she was also in Wayward Pines, and she's been in a lot more other stuff. Looking forward to January, Russell, when I watch doing all the Breaking Bad seasons in January. Lioness is a war TV series. Well, that certainly would be different. When does that start? I think we talked about this recently, but it doesn't have a date. Tulsa King. Don't ever stop. Because I want to know when Tulsa King season 4 starts, because I want to do watch parties for the first 3 seasons. Yeah, I'm guessing it would be this time, Russell. Just you'd think they would actually have a release date. I'm guessing probably November sometime myself, because last year it did cross over with Landman. And that was November last year, was Landman and that. Which as soon as I know when Landman season 3 starts, I'll obviously definitely do the watch party for season 2 of that. Definitely got to knock off Blackbird's TV series soon too. This scene is awesome in this movie. It's a season. I haven't seen any of that, Russell, but it is a series I wouldn't mind checking out. Reacher. I know they're totally different, like to the movies, but I did enjoy Tom Cruise's Reacher, but I wouldn't mind seeing the TV series. Well, that's what happens when you walk outside on your phone and you got your bloody headphones in. Yeah, that's what I meant, Russell. I heard they're like totally different. Like the Tom Cruise movies was its own thing compared to the book, where I've heard that obviously the TV series is closer. See, I love that scene how bloody the van was really close, and now all of a sudden it keeps spinning and it just gets further and further away. Now she'll now she'll start walking towards it, and it will come up really close, and then it will get further and further away again. Yeah, oh shit! I would be running to the bloody van, not walking bloody slow. Well, I'll keep an eye on it, and then hopefully when it's announced, I can do the watch parties for the first 3 seasons of Tulsa King. Get that all sorted. See, now she's close to the van, turns around. Oop. Now it's further away again. Well, thanks, Russell. Keep an eye on it for me. If I don't see it myself. Oh, is that her? Is it Russell? Okay. I was going to say I just checked out Lioness thing. I saw a picture of it, and I was like, that looks familiar. So yeah, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, I knew who you were talking about, Russell. As soon as you said, "Oh, she's in Lioness," I knew you were talking about the lead actress here. Okay, cool. He's been like that for a few years, Russell. I've noticed that over the last probably maybe 2 years or something. He's been doing roles obviously with a shaved head, with obviously with a bald head. Okay, so he shaved his head in 2023, and his close friends think that he looks younger, so he's decided to keep it that way. Yeah, when I saw the trailer to Lioness like last week or whatever, I saw that he was in the cast, and obviously when I just checked, then he was on there. He was on one of the pictures as well. Oops. If you have just joined me, there is a movie room available. Feel free to jump in there and watch this movie along with me. It will ask you for a camera and microphone. Push that block button, and then you will be able to watch this movie along with me. Thanks for being here. I do appreciate it. We are just about to hit the 45-minute mark, so we're about halfway in. Spoon. That's a big ass spoon. I can't remember who it was. I used to know people that used to have big ass a big ass spoon, a big ass fork, and that in their house on the wall, like as like display pieces. I forgot who that was though. I think it's one of my auntie and uncles. Three scratches are back. With the new consoles, Russell, unfortunately, I've actually tried it. Yeah, even though you do install the games onto the console, you still I don't know why, but you still need the bloody disc. It's stupid. So you waste all that space and putting all that info onto the hard drive of your console, but you still need the disc. Oh, you buy the games off the store. It's not has no disc. Well, you would think so. If they haven't, if there's still servers and that for it, you'd think you'd still be able to play it. Yeah, this part here was creepy. Yeah, that movie does look interesting. I probably won't go to the theaters and watch it. I'll probably just wait for it to. Wait for it to come out in streaming, and then watch it then. So what I will say about this movie so far, we're nearly an hour in. I will say I'm not enjoying it any more than I did the first time, and I'm not hating it anymore either. So this movie's just a bit of fun entertainment. Yeah, I knew she was in it. It looks alright. There was a movie that came out in 2023. It was sort of like an alien movie. That's what that movie does remind me of. The End of Oak Street. You can hear the keys tingle. Also, last night was a fun watch party, revisiting Not Another Teen Movie again. That was fun. And then tonight at 8 p.m, I'll be watching A Perfect Storm as my next watch party. Looking forward to watching that one. Mark Wahlberg, George Clooney, and a bunch of other cast members. I think there's John C. Reilly, I think. Yeah, it's Diane Lane who's in it. George Clooney, William Fichtner, Mark Wahlberg. All the girls in it from who played Tony Montana's sister. John Hawkes was in it as well. Russell saying Mrs. Claus is going to whip some butt in Violent Night too. Hope so. Always thought Kristen Bell was a bit of a badass. Which, to be honest, I think she was a bit of a wasted character being in the opening of Scream 4. I actually would have loved it if she was part of the movie. There's something about a guy that just snaps. Did that surprise you? Now shut the fuck up and watch the movie. I think that was the first thing I saw in Russell was Veronica Mars. Her husband would have made a good Santa Claus for Violent Night, Deadly Night, or Violent Night would have been Dex Shepard. He would have been good. He's funny. He's attached to us, not the van. Top of my head is itchy. Yes, we are, Russell. That's mine and Kyle's next adventure tomorrow for me, starting at 4:30 a.m. Doing Nightmare on Elm Street 3, and then back on this channel at 11 a.m. for Resident Evil 3, which is going to be fun. GTA, motherfucker. Yeah, me and Kyle were doing that to each other all weekend. GTA, motherfucker. If you didn't know, there's a line in Resident Evil 2 where Mike Epps sees one of the zombies and he just drives straight into it and goes, GTA, motherfucker. Make it quick. Well, I hope you finish it, Russell. You can finish Alias Season 1. Yes, the demon thing came around and took all the bolts and spread them around everywhere. Here he is, it's Kyle. GTA, motherfucker. We just mentioned you, Kyle, because we were talking about A Nightmare on Elm Street in Resident Evil 3 tomorrow. Absolutely, you will, Kyle. I'm definitely looking forward to it. Yeah, that's right, Russell. Say his name and he appears. I like this shot in the movie where the red blinkers and that are going on in the car and it lights up on her face every now and then. It's pretty creepy. Maddie! Are you saying like Kyle's like Bloody Mary? Are you saying Kyle's like Bloody Mary? You say his name and he rocks up. Oh, what would hurt? I remember this scene. where the car lands on the top of his shin and he just pulls the leg and it rips away the fucking skin. Ugh. No, he wasn't. Is that Omar Epps or Mike Epps? I'm pretty sure it's Mike Epps in that one. Who the hell is Omar Epps? That name's familiar too. Yeah, you're thinking of the one from you're thinking of the guy from Scream 2 is Omar Epps, Russell. It's Mike Epps is the one from Resident Evil and The Hangover. Yeah, Mike Epps. But close though. But now that you mentioned Omar Epps, Russell, he did a good fucking movie in the 90s. Omar Epps. Can't think of what the name of it's called at the moment. Where is it? Scream 2. I think it was before Scream 2. Oh, that's right. He played Willie Mays Hayes in Major League 2. Maybe it was after Scream then. In Too Deep. That's 1999. He plays an undercover cop. Him and LL Cool J. It's an awesome movie. Holy shit! I didn't even connect that they were those two were brothers. I never put that together. That's awesome. And yes, Dracula 2000 and Gerard Butler was the guy who played the vampire in that. I have never connected those two dots together that those two were brothers. So you learn something new every day. They did use some very interesting music in this movie. It's supposed to be a horror movie, but they used bloody like country music. Like I'm listening to Luke Combs. That's another movie. I haven't seen that movie in years, Russell. Dracula 2000. Diane. Get back in your band and piss off. Meet the Browns. I don't think I've seen that one. Mike Epps is also in The Hangover. That's the guy they keep calling Black Doug. What's this one? Meet the Browns. Meet the Browns, 2008 comedy romance. I told you to start calling me Black Dog. It's like Scary Movie. I will check out the trailer, Russell. Speaking of Scary Movie, like, I've never seen the Wayans Brothers other movies they did of Scary Movie. All the other ones they did like Scary Movie. They did what was it, Haunted House? That's the other parody movie, and they rip off like 50 Shades of Grey and all that type of stuff. Good driving. $3.78 for a gallon for gas. Well, that makes sense now, Russell. Now let's Meet the Blacks. Because I type in Meet the Browns and that come up as well. Pick up some of those lollies. Gee, they grabbed a few Red Bulls and Monsters. All good, Russell. You have to know how to read the signs. Yeah, I don't know if it'd be too good driving a van down a hill. This scene is cool in a minute. With all the dead bodies on the floor, and they have to drive over them. One thing I will say, this movie does go bloody quick though. Go that way. Hundred percent, Russell. If you see someone weird in the road, I wouldn't be stopping. Just keep driving. Yeah, even this party is pretty creepy with all these cars and that just in the middle of nowhere. You know what, Russell? Actually, you're not actually too far off, and that probably could have worked actually. Because they only seem to be getting attacked that night, so they probably could have done that and made it a vampire for sure. I actually had no idea about this film. Forgot which film it was. I saw a movie and they had a trailer for this in the theater. I was like, yeah, this looks alright. Something I will say, this movie building up to be like was building up to be something obviously for a big finale, and that the third act was a bit of a letdown in this. This movie would have been better straight to streaming instead of theater. A lot of people thought it was okay on the reviews. Yeah, I did say at the start, Russell, I like this movie a lot better than most. But yeah, it would have worked just for streaming. But I can see what's going to happen is when it I'm not sure if it's actually got a full or proper streaming home yet. Whether I think it's just on VOD at the moment. But I bet you when it goes to Netflix or whatever, they'll say it would be a streaming hit, just like the movie I did a couple of months the other month when I did Into the Grey. That was a theater bomb. And then now all of a sudden it's a bloody hit on Netflix. That church just there reminds me of that one that was in Rust. Or from that high view shot anyway. Not so much when you see it from the ground. Oh, Russell, I watched Quick and the Dead yesterday. Awesome movie, that. Good old young Leonardo DiCaprio. He's older than that movie than I thought he was. I thought he was like 15, 16, but he was actually 19 years old in that movie. And just like that, that is the end of the watch party for Passenger. Like I just said, I like the movie the same as I did when I saw it in theatre. I didn't enjoy it anymore, and I didn't enjoy it any less. But like I said, this movie is fun to watch. And just to add what Russell was talking about, when we were just talking about Quick and the Dead, it is a good Western, 100% for sure. My next watch party will be live again tonight at 8 p.m. Australian Central Time. I'll be doing the Perfect Storm. Can't wait to watch that, to revisit that. Thanks for hanging out. I do appreciate it. Have a great day. Have a great night. And if I don't catch you at 8 p.m. tonight, I will be live on Horror and Reports channel. We'll be doing A Nightmare on Elm Street Part 3. So can't wait for that. Thanks for hanging out. Hang on one second. Gene Hackman has been in a lot of Westerns. Yes, he has. I believe, I think it was Tombstone was one of them. All right, everyone. Thanks for hanging out. I do appreciate it. Have a great day. Have a great night. And I will see everyone soon. Bye, everybody.
It's a joke. Party. Lighten up, people.
That was fucking weird.